We just moved into a new house and desperately needed some storage space in our dining room area, and these buffet cabinets are so gorgeous. They were not too difficult to build. I am not a handy person, but I was able to knock out one of these in 45 minutes or so. My husband was able to get the other two done in about 30 minutes each. So really, really easy to actually put together. I will say just make sure that you are not over tightening anything if you're using a drill. But with that, the drill does also speed things up. It does also come with little feet for being able to slide over carpet or tile without actually damaging the bottom of the wood there. Now with that, do keep in mind that these are like an MDF or particle board engineered wood. So they're not going to be super, super thick wood, but they are still gorgeous and they have that nice like laminate of that wood look over top, which does also make them very easy to clean. And then here you can see how the doors open. So they're not magnetic, but they do have that little trigger piece to allow them to be pushed in and then pop out. And then the shelf here is adjustable. There are 3 different shelf heights that you can put those little prongs into and actually put the shelf right on top of the prongs. And then here you can see how that door closes. Once again, those are just mechanisms that push in and out. Again, no magnet there. And then you can also see that beautiful texture on the front there. This is really what sold me on these. I love the scalloped bottoms and how they kind of protrude out from that backing area, just fully solidifying that gorgeous 3D aspect of these. I mean, they're so beautiful. They fit perfectly in my space for the look and of course the color. The dark ones were also at the top of my list of what to get because they look just so beautiful. And I love that these light ones came out looking exactly as pictured. Now, I think my biggest complaint and something that I do plan to fix with mine is that the bottom shelves don't have any reinforcement in the middle of them, if that makes sense. So because of this, they're not going to hold anything crazy heavy, and if they do, they might bow a bit over time. I have some using for a bar where I have, you know, bottles in there that are definitely heavier, and I could definitely tell that it'll bow if I don't have them towards the edges or the outside of the cabinet. Otherwise, diapers, wipes, things like that all seem to be fine and to hold up fine on those shelves and the prongs. And then also that bottom shelf, but definitely recommend reinforcing that bottom shelf if you are going to be using this for heavier items. But it ultimately came down to the fact that these are so beautiful and such a great budget-friendly option that I will gladly reinforce them if I plan to use heavier items rather than having to return these or get something else. They are so perfect and I definitely love the way they look. I cannot wait to show them off to everyone in my dining room space.